Next weekend, Boston.
I know.
Almost here.
I know.
Are you
I'm
excited?
excited. Yeah, I'm very
I'm.
excited.
It felt like it came up so quick. I don't know about you. Like, I feel like we were talking about it, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, hey, it's next weekend.
Well, yeah, it was so far away, and next thing you know.
It's right there.
Welcome everybody. Yes, I apologize for the delay. I played the intro and the girls versus boys promo um twice because the first time we weren't live, and that's my bad. Welcome Stacy, daydreaming. Yeah, way too quick. I
Yeah.
agree. Hey Chris, Chris is there in chat with us tonight.
So,
Again, huge thank you to Kyle for stepping up. We just knew that Chris wasn't going to be able to make these Wednesday lives with all the work
no,
on
Chris has
his
been a
plate.
very busy little boy. So it's
Yeah,
perfect.
yeah, there's been a lot of work put into this, so we hope that everybody makes it. If you're not already, please, if you could drop the link, Chris, to Paranormally Blonde's YouTube channel, that would be amazing. Paranormally Blonde is the official podcast for the Get Haunted Network, and the Paranormally Blonde channel is the only place where you can watch the boys versus girls, or sorry, girls versus boys, Get Haunted live event, April 22nd.
Next Saturday.
I'm
Oh my
so
God.
scared.
It's gonna be fun though. I'm excited. I even
Yeah.
wore my old hospital on College Hill
Yes.
shirt and
Yes.
support Charlie and Tanya, who are the owners of the place. It's just an amazing place, an amazing town. Had some crazy experiences, so we'll see what the 22nd brings with these challenges. So I'm excited and I'm
I,
ready.
I am very ready myself. Well, I don't know if I'm ready. It's just it feels like the work is nonstop. It's never ending. So for everybody watching, right now or watching this as a replay, this event, I'm sure you've seen it blasted all over the socials. It's been in the works for a few months now. More than that, I think. When was it? Like November that we started on this?
Oh God, I don't even know. Yeah, it had to be late last year.
Yeah, but this event is going to be so much more than just watching a live paranormal investigation. Hi Holly, welcome. I miss you. It's going to be so much more than just watching a live paranormal investigation. This truly is a challenge. Um, I don't want to go as far as saying it's a work of art because it's art that Chris and I have created. So it's not a work of art, but it is.
It
It's
it really is something that the paranormal field and the YouTube and lives, all that has not seen yet. It's going to be something really, truly special. And you and Chris have put so much time and effort in, and it's just going to be an awesome event all around.
well, I agree with you on that. But it would be nothing without the investigators. And Kyle here is
That's
going
true.
to be an investigator on the boys' team. So
It
people
is
start making your
really,
bets now.
it really encompasses what the paranormal should be. I mean, locations, creative people, paranormal investigators, everything that goes around with it. It's really going to be something super cool. So be sure to tune in, everyone.
Yes, and I'm sorry, I just realized. Whoop whoop, Chris. At least someone is a mod here. Chris isn't a mod on his own channel, so Tyga Heart, Tiger Heart. Right, I think that was
Okay.
maybe a spelling error. N-T-G-A-H-R-T. So, anyways, we've got some awesome videos that we want to go over. Screen grabs, I should say, of different TikTok, although we call them Ghost Talks. This is Ghost Talk
Yes.
episode 2. Thank you everybody for joining. We have we have plan A, plan B on how this is going to go. If you made it to our last in our first episode, episode 1 of Ghost Talk, um, oh, she's trying to say the American Horror Road Trips YouTube page name. I just got it now. Tgaht. All right, Tiger Heart. Tiger Heart. I like it. Um, so if you made it to our last episode, it is currently down. We will be re-uploading that sometime, so people can watch the replays. We just had some copyright thing, so we just had to we have to edit that, and we haven't gotten to it yet because of the workload that we're under. So welcome to episode 2, and the first time we did it, it was all videos that we had uploaded straight to our channel here, and so you couldn't see my face or Chris's face or just like our instant reactions. We couldn't pause it. Still was a blast, so that may be the route we go, but I do want to try the screen sharing route, so bear with me, everybody. Hi, Wandering Sub, welcome. So bear with me, everybody. We're gonna test out the first video, and I'm gonna play it in its entirety. It's real short. And if you guys in chat could just let me know if you can hear the sound or not, and if you can't, then we'll go to option number 2.
All right.
So give me 1 second here.
Let's do this. I love this topic. These are the best.
It's fun. Well, the best part is that Kyle hasn't seen the ones that I have come up with, and I haven't seen the ones that Kyle's come up with.
It's really cool.
So let's see.
Here we go. Bear with us, everyone. This is live in all its entirety. Seriously.
Yes.
Never know what's going to happen. I feel like I should say like a knock-knock joke or something. Oh, here we go.
Child talks to entity before it tries to steal her toys.
I see no picture.
There is no picture. Okay, so that's an issue.
All right, there it is. All right, we got it.
There it is. Okay. Could you hear sound though?
Yes, I could hear sound, and Chris said sound is good, so we're good to go.
Oh,
all right.
Good. All right, here we go.
Child talks to entity before it tries to steal her toys.
Wow. I was distracted, I'm not going to lie, by the TV in the background.
Oh, I didn't even notice. Yeah, a little loud. I agree, a little loud.
That was the first thing that caught my eye.
The sound is also here. Oops. Hold on 1 second.
Yeah, the TV in the back. I don't know. Whenever I watch these videos, I don't know if you do this, Boston. I'm always looking in the surrounding areas because so many times it's something in the background or something like peeking around a corner. So I'm looking beyond everything and I see the TV moving. But I'm not gonna lie, it creeps me out when little kids are responding to things that aren't there. I mean, that is one of the biggest theories in the paranormal is, kids and dogs. And Chris, that's funny. I was distracted by messy counters. Kids and animals can see or interact with spirits easier than us adults. And I guess the theory is that, once we get older and we kind of grow out of like the, not make believe, but we get a little bit, what's the word? I'm completely blanking out.
Jaded.
Yes, we get jaded by, knowledge and whatnot, and we lose that child innocence, I guess. So, I mean, it's creepy. But did something actually grab or try to grab?
Yeah, so that's the thing. Here, let me pull this up again, and I'll just rewind it.
And now I got to look at the messy counters now that Chris pointed them out.
Let me turn the volume down. All right, so let me get to the point where something's like grabbing.
Steal her toys.
I won't watch the TV in the back now.
Look at the thing in my hand.
Oh.
And then look at the thing in her other hand. Right? So my thought is like, obviously any actor or like mime or whatever, they can make it look like something's pulling, but for a child that young, I felt like that looked pretty, like she was jolted. It looked like her feet left the ground almost the first time.
Yeah, and I mean, again, like this, not to sound corny, but like the innocence of a child, they don't know that
Mhm.
whoever they're interacting with isn't even really there. They just
Right.
think it's a friend who is trying to take their toys, and you're like, nah, I'm gonna go in the other room and watch,
No. And
on
I will say
TV.
that that first item was not a toy. It
No,
was Temptations, and I recognize those because I feed my cat Temptations as treats.
yes, very cool. That's a
They
cool
should
video.
sponsor us.
But I'm gonna say that's pretty. I think that's legit. I mean,
I do too, because
I
for
think
a few
yeah.
reasons. Um, you always have to look at camera angle, but to
Hmm.
me, it looks like that was just a security camera. People place them all around
Yeah,
their houses. Probably just had one in the kitchen. Um, but I don't know. That and again, just the like you were saying, the innocence of kids. I don't know. I like that one. It's simple.
no, I like it too. And oh my god, thank God for modern technology and security cameras everywhere now. We get all these awesome videos
Yeah,
of
that's true.
paranormal evidence that we probably would never even know.
Hmm.
10 years ago we had none of this, so this is
And
awesome.
from people not even looking for it,
Exactly.
that could have been whoever submitted that originally. They maybe aren't into the paranormal at all, or not paranormal investigators, and just like, caught my kid doing this creepy thing.
Yeah.
All
I mean,
right, so
imagine being the parent walking in and seeing your kid arguing with nothing, and then seeing them pull back with their toys. That's pretty crazy.
yeah, um, so the next one is gonna be one from you,
Oh, okay. All right.
and I don't know what it is, but I can see. Looks like there might be a soccer ball
All
involved.
right, let's get involved. Let's go.
Okay. Oops.
I saw so many, I have to refresh my own memory when I see it.
Hmm. Give me 1 second here.
All right. Well, Stacy says, as we grow older, we train our brain to ignore data. Your nose is within your field of vision. When was the last time you noticed it? That's true. That's really true.
When was the last time we noticed?
Your nose, it's in your field of vision.
Yeah. Okay.
So that makes sense. Like, as a kid,
I've
we,
had that thought many times.
we grow
But
out
I
of.
will say that it was, during those days. Back in high school, like lots of. Yeah, that's a very good point. All right. Nope.
Are we going to have to go to plan B here?
We might. Yeah, give me 1 second.
All right.
It's like my screen froze.
And if anyone wonders, yes, that's my dog back there on the couch, chilling out.
Oh. It's a Apollo, right?
Yeah, his name's Apollo. He sits idly still for hours, but sometimes I even forget he's there. He's scared me
Nice.
on a call a couple times where he's gotten up and walked up. So,
Okay, it's working.
all right.
All right.
Thank you for bearing with us, everyone.
Yeah, and Chris had said the volume was a little loud, so I'll see if I can adjust it. All right.
Dale, dale. Quiero los niños se juntan. Mañana vamos contra el Atlético. Atlético de Madrid. ¿Para qué lo piensas? ¿Qué es eso? ¿Qué es eso? ¡Ve, vamos!
I love that video so much,
That
Marshall.
little squeal.
Can you play it again? It's just, it gets me every
I
time.
have to rewind. That little squeal it makes is the cutest thing.
Mañana vamos contra el Atlético. Atlético de Madrid. ¿Para qué lo piensas? ¿Qué es eso? ¿Qué es eso? ¡Ve, vamos!
Oh, it's slow motion
God.
now.
I love this video.
Oh, it's so cute.
Dale, dale.
Reaction of the individuals in it is what sells it for me. It's
Yeah.
so good. They're just hanging out in some I don't even know where you would. Is that a basement?
It's like a kitchen.
I don't know. There's like a weird fridge, and they're
it's
just
tile. Yeah, it looks like a
just
kitchen.
kicking a soccer ball around, and then all of a sudden you get this little. I guess they think it's a gnome. Oh my god!
Yes,
And they
it
just
says video of a real gnome or just fake. I'm gonna go with fake on that one.
I am
They're-
too. I'm not gonna lie. It entertained the hell out of me. Must have watched it 20 times last night. I mean,
No, that's adorable. What I'm trying to figure out is it a little kid? Because for a little kid to follow that would have to be a young kid to be that small and
Baby
to
Yoda.
follow that direction.
Stacey said Baby Yoda. Yeah, I don't think it's a kid. I think the proportions are way too small to be a kid. It has to be some kind of.
I think it's.
I don't want to say animatronic, but it has to be something.
No,
it
it'll be a little person.
Let's see it again.
Let's play it. Everybody, tell us what you think it is.
Pero Ronaldinho se puso. Mañana vamos contra el Atlético. Atlético de Madrid. ¿Para qué me mientas?
Also, hold on a second here. Where does it?
And I'm not gonna lie, I didn't hear the noise it made until we played it here.
The noise is so cute. It's like
it
a squeal.
can't be. I agree with Chris. It can't be a little person. It's way too small. But I
don't say way too small. Have you not seen American Horror Story? The what was it called? What was that season called? With the circus?
Freak Show, was it?
Yeah. And that actress is like this tiny.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I'm going with it's not an actual person and it's some kind of.
No, you can see it.
I agree with Chris. It's some kind of either remote control or something. Just the way, I don't know. It's just weird. But I'm not gonna lie. When I first saw it, because whenever you watch these videos, I'm looking real gnome. I'm like, what's gonna happen? And then all of a sudden, and it's weird because I can't tell if it looks like it comes from behind the fridge. If that's what that is.
Yeah, that's what I just was trying to.
But it's hard to tell with the camera angle, but I mean, it looks like they made it look pretty good where it appeared out of nowhere.
It's so cute. Yeah, no, that reaction. I mean, if that
they sold the reaction. Like Chris said, the one guy just dropped to the floor. Go back real quick. You guys see it. He's a guy directly in front who's kicking the soccer ball. He drops to the floor.
I just have to go back far enough to hear the squeal again. That's my favorite part. And they're saying in Spanish, God. What is that? What is that? And then he drops to the floor and he covers
his eyes. Yeah. Oh God. I love it.
Yeah. I'm gonna try, instead of going back and forth, I'm just gonna try to do it this way so that we don't have issues.
Just stay in it. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, so this next one is mine. And I thought I would include something from one of my favorite places. And it's real simple, so watch closely.
Don't tell me that's what I think it is.
Mom rented out the real Conjuring house in Rhode Island and caught this on camera last night. My dad and...
Did you see it?
Yeah, what was that? Was it something off the table?
Yeah, so I'm going to play it a second time so people know what to keep an eye out for because, like you said in the other video, it's hard when you watch these. And when I watch them for the first time on TikTok, I'm always this far away from my phone and I'm always trying not to really look at the volume all the way down because I'm waiting for a jump scare. So this is the Conjuring house, one of the front bedrooms.
Can you zoom in on that? Can you make it a little bit bigger, perhaps?
Yeah, here, let me change the layout.
But that is the very room where, when I was on with Danny on Behind the Veil, that's where I caught one of my greatest EVPs on that static camera. It was in that very room when I was there investigating.
Yeah.
So that room is haunted.
There's a lot that happens in this room.
That room is haunted.
Did that make it any bigger, Chris?
It made it a little bit bigger. Is there any way you can zoom in at all or no?
I don't think so. No,
All
it
right,
wasn't.
we'll
But
roll with that.
I'll play it. So we're gonna start it over. So watch the nightstand to the right. So if you guys can see the blood, the bed with the blue cover on it. Watch the nightstand. You don't want to look at the larger things on the nightstand. Just keep an eye on that nightstand. You're gonna see some objects, toys. I'm assuming they are from being there before, like little balls. Roll off.
And Mom rented out the real conjuring house in Rhode Island and caught this on camera last night.
Not yet. I should have turned those two. There's no reason for this to be this long. Right there.
Okay.
So I don't know. Those ones.
My dad and
They kind of bounce off.
Mom rented out.
No, they roll and then
Yeah.
bounce to the floor. So here's. I mean, I want your thoughts first, but I have
Okay,
thoughts on
so
this.
here's my thoughts. Taking my experiences from the Conjuring House in that room out of the equation, as the subjective paranormal investigator, I try to debunk everything, and it happened when she walked in the room. So it's hard for me to say like, oh, it's 100% paranormal. I don't think it's a staged thing at all, but I can't rule out the possibility that her walking in that room may have jostled that items off, whatever they are. It looks like maybe a ball or something that could easily
Two
roll.
balls, yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, the house is really old. So that's my aspect of it. But I can definitely attest that place is haunted. So,
yeah, exactly. So there's a few that I actually grabbed from the Conjuring House because I was like, I want to include some that like we could look at and say, is this something that just happened? Or yeah, the floors are weak. And actually there's an interview that Corey did with his wife. I don't know where the interview was, but I was watching it the other night and he said, you know, at first, like for the first few weeks that we lived here, it was like, oh, is that just a floorboard? Because it is, like the floors are very weak.
yeah.
It's creaky. So for a lot of times it's like easy to just say that, but when you live there and it's constantly happening and at very specific times and not necessarily when someone's moving, after a while they started realizing that a lot of the stuff that they took for just like, oh, old house, weak floorboards weren't that. But in this case, yeah, and if we know the layout of this house, so she doesn't, I am going to correct you, she doesn't walk into the room. Because the stairs are to the left.
That's
so
right.
Yeah, she was probably on that bed that's on the other side of that wall here, so you can't see her, and then she just walks into the camera frame. I don't think that it is staged in any way, and you can see her run, and not even in a way that makes sense.
No, and I mean,
as Chris points out, funny, I've seen others run out of those very rooms just like that.
Huh, who was that? But you brought up a good point because like this is one of the things is when we go and investigate places, as like my perspective as a paranormal investigator, right? So we're in this location for 6-7 hours, right? But like Corey or Jen who own the house or any location owner that's in there all the time, they know the little areas where something, if you walk in that room, something will move or you get vibration or floorboards are weak. And we don't know that a lot of the time. So that's kind of one of those things that, you know, you've got to kind of keep in mind when you kind of paranormal investigate. Like you don't really know the location that well because you're only there 6 hours. So that's why going back sometimes, you know, you can eliminate that possible if you went back. But it's a cool video. It's a cool location.
Yeah, I was laughing as I was watching her run, like because I was picturing the layout of the house. I'm like, so you're telling me that thing scares you, and instead of going down the stairs, you run through the middle room, and then the last room, and then down those stairs. But
yeah, and that's the first rule of paranormal investigating: don't run because 90% of the time you'll hurt yourself more than if there is anything chasing you. You'll run into a wall or God knows what else.
Exactly. And that's not an easy house to run around in, I'll tell you that from experience.
Especially if you're like 6'3", like some people, it's not very tall person friendly.
I feel really bad that I'm laughing. Yeah, Boston, don't run. I just knowing that Chris is watching. God. Yeah, and especially if you're like a super tall person sitting cross-legged in the dark in that tiny little alcove behind that fireplace. Yeah, not easy to run.
No.
All right. So let's go to the next one.
Let's do it.
And this is going to be one from you that I have not.
This one. This one.
Okay. Yeah, sorry.
This one got me when I watched it. Like, I can't, because when you're watching, you're like, oh, cool. You don't even realize it's a pair of like.
Well, I didn't realize that
hands.
first either. Yeah, I was like,
And I don't. I mean, anything can be, I guess, CGI anymore, but I don't. This one creeped me out. I can't figure out. I think
Can
it's
I debunk
legit.
it for you?
Sure, go ahead. Debunk
because, and I hate to burst your bubble.
No, it's okay. I want to be debunked.
I thought it was real at first too. Pay attention to the very strategic camera angle as he approaches it.
All right, let's go.
Okay.
I'm watching. Yeah, I get what you're saying. He never really like turns, right? He just goes
the
straight.
person was already down low and they took their hands off, and I know it's very fast, but they took their hands off and just dove to the left. And in my opinion, let's play it again.
Now, it has to be a real little person, right?
But there's not necessarily. That's a pretty big doll. It looks like one of those, especially. Well, I don't know. To me, it looks like one of those life-sized dolls. So you see the hands.
I don't know, because I'm thinking whoever's with the camera, right, is probably I would say average height, right?
Mm-hmm.
So look when they get up close to the doll, they're probably like waist height, right?
Yeah.
A little bit higher, but
so the person's behind it squatting,
and they're not.
And they also have to be super skinny. It would have to be a kid, essentially.
Yeah, it's so weird to me. Like I don't know, and even the hands. The hands look weird to me. I don't know. It gave me creeps.
Yeah, and how they go down. Sorry, I'm gonna replay this again. They don't even seem to disappear naturally.
And there's actually like you see a little bit of a. Is there like almost you see maybe a head or something? Go back again, if you can, please. Like right
here.
Like you see the hand, there's the neck. It's almost like there's just a little bit of something that's just. And what I think what freaks me out about it, what gets me, is it looks disproportioned, right? Like if that was an actual person or a human, like I don't know. I don't know. The proportions don't seem right to me. Yeah.
Did you see it?
Yep.
Everybody watch the right there. See how it's a big. You can see the wall in that gap between the hands and the head. Everybody keep an eye on that spot. You can also see down here by the dress.
Oh, yeah.
So again, my theory is that it's a real person, maybe a child, maybe a super tiny person. Maybe this doll's way bigger than it looks.
I don't know. To me, I'm going with undecided because.
But they could have also cut it right there.
Possible.
That's optional.
Regardless of if it's real or not, it's a well done video. Oh yeah, that's a good point. There is no shadows. Huh.
I'm just always questionable videos where it zooms up and then you can't see one side.
It's true.
But she's right.
But I'll tell you what.
And I assume we'd see legs, not if the legs are hidden.
It is weird, the camera angles, like you said. You don't see the whole body the whole time.
It just always makes me, if we had seen those hands, and then it's a wide angle, and there's nowhere for a person to disappear to on this side or that side, and the guy comes up and there's no one behind, then I'd be even more sold on it. But you're right. This is a tricky one. This is a good find.
This is a tough one. That's
good job.
Austin, that's how I do it. That's what I bring to the table.
Good job.
This kind of stuff. But I'm not gonna lie. If I was filming this doll, whatever, I'm assuming it's probably a haunted doll because it's the only thing in the room. And I saw some hands something like that, I would not be running towards it. I'm not gonna lie. I would just stay still and be
Well,
like,
that
"What
too
was
is a
that?"
little questionable. That too is a little questionable. I'd
Holly
probably be
wants
like, instead of running to it.
Holly wants to
Um,
play it. If asks if you could play it again. All right,
yeah,
one
yeah.
more time. It's a good video.
It's gonna loop, so I'll just start it from here. I think it loops.
I wonder. I don't know if that laugh is actually from whatever that thing is. Play
I
it
think
one
we're
more.
supposed to think that.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a creepy video. I want to stop watching it. I don't know. It's a cool video.
Wait, why is the laugh longer in the second one? Oh, okay. Yeah. That one's
I
got
don't
me
know.
stumped.
I love that video.
Oh, but see, now I've converted the skeptic.
Okay, what does she write on, Holly?
Teen skeptic. Just kidding. I'm a believer. Everyone knows that. But she said, "You're right, Boston." I don't know what I was right about, but I'll take it.
All right. Well,
No, it's a great video. That's a good
cool
find,
video.
and it really, as soon as he starts moving forward, the left side is cut off exactly, and then bloom, that person disappears. Is my thoughts, but I think it's really well done if it is a hoax. But I'm leaning more my hoaxometers leaning more hoax, but very well done, very creepy, and I'll give them a props for that, and still a great find.
all right. I'll take that too. I'll
Yeah?
agree with you.
You'll take
I'll
that?
agree with
Okay.
But we should
All
get
right.
the doll and just double check it. See if you can
So-
contact whoever owns
Yeah,
it.
yeah. I'll add it to my collection. Not. Oh, this is not mine. This is another. What was that? Oh, it's a short one. Kyle.
Yes. Well, I love cryptids. I don't know. I love weird
I know, but the thing's not
creaturey
moving,
stuff.
Kyle.
I don't know.
It's
This
really
one,
creepy looking.
it's
very
a
creepy looking.
really creepy ass video. Going in the woods, looking up at a tree, and seeing.
You're
I don't
right.
even know what you would call that. I'm going to assume some kind of Bigfoot-like creature, some kind of something like that.
But it's little if it's up in a tree like that and it's not moving an inch. So to me, it's clearly just a doll someone made up all creepy and put up there.
Well, I think it actually. Let's look at that. I think it moves like I don't think if it's a.
Oh,
I think it might be a person in some kind of suit. Personally,
okay.
That's
Do you
my
have any
opinion.
thoughts
Let's
from
watch it
initial
again.
review? Did something say help in this current video? That is not real. That's what she's agreeing with you about. Got it. Thanks, guys. All right, let's watch this again, and it's a real short one, so let's just play it a few times. And it says, I should read these captions. It says, terrifying Indonesian demon. I hear the voice if you were saying to someone here help, Holly, what I hear is someone go boo, like they're filming and
Oh, like they're shocked. Okay,
Yeah,
now that you said a doll or something like that up in the tree,
yeah. Let me
now
see if I can
now that's all I see. So I don't know if you.
put it right when the light gets on it. It looks like it's got. I'm hoping that's a hand and not something else.
Let's. But why are you gonna go right there, boss? It's got such a weird face.
It's got hair here, like a beard maybe.
But
it
I don't
looks
think
like-
it's a beard, but yes.
You don't?
I don't think it's a beard. I think it to me it looks like some kind of friggin'
Oh, there's the
Sasquatch.
eyes.
Yeah, they got like really blank eyes. I don't know. I'm going with this is probably a hoax, but
Yeah. Well, especially just because it doesn't move.
And again- it's the camera angles and the lights that do it for me because
Yeah.
if you were purposely, I don't know if you're purposely, if whoever was in here purposely going out there. Chris says, guys, it was me after a long night out.
It's
But yeah, I
creepy,
mean,
though. I like it.
To me, for me, to what makes it or breaks it, and like, I sound like I'm an expert here, but like, if I'm out there looking in the woods for something up in trees, and I see something, the light is going right on it. It's not just going to glance
like,
over it.
ooh, yeah.
And I mean,
exactly.
it's pretty obvious when you see it. It's not like it's like hiding behind something and you didn't really catch it the first time.
Right.
We're filming, like you obviously see Sasquatch hanging out in a tree.
There. And just that is a location. If it was like a tree branch that was like this,
Yes.
that'd be really hard. But it's just like it's this, which is a perfect place to put an item and balance it.
Exactly. And it's hard to even get scale of whatever that is because I can't tell how big the tree is because you can't see the ground. But Chris is going with it's real. I'm going more towards.
And Holly does make a good point. There is a lot of paranormal things that are caught on footage that the person isn't even looking for it. And they look back later and they're like, "Oh, what was that?" You know?
That's true.
If they weren't looking at that and they
Well,
see it
all I
later,
know
yeah,
is
exactly.
if Haunted Road Trip ever gets out to Indonesia,
I'm
we're
not
going
in the
demon
woods.
hunting out there, I guess.
I'm not going in the woods.
Yeah.
Well, again, it's cute. Maybe this guy, I know it's different countries because I don't think, well, that I shouldn't presume, but the other video with the little troll was, they were all speaking Spanish. So, but maybe it's like this traveling little person,
Maybe it's just
demon troll.
misunderstood. Maybe it's just
No.
misunderstood. Maybe it's just hanging out in trees waiting for people to come and hang out with it, and people are just scared.
Right.
So,
And just like freezes, like possums freeze, deer
yeah.
freeze when they're
How
scared.
many times, like, when you shine lights, like you're driving and deer in the road and you hit them with your headlights, they just stand still. They freeze. It could be the same thing.
I will say this arm, the belly kind of like, the torso kind of reminds me of like a baby doll, right? But the arm has some pretty, like, it looks like a wrist bone. Like, that's some pretty specific humanoid type of, I don't know.
I'm going with my gut and saying maybe it's not real. So that's where I'm going with it.
Well, my first reaction was, Kyle.
What do you mean?
Clearly fake. But then I turned into, I don't know.
You got to keep an open mind.
I know.
Got to. You don't know. There's so many, and it's tough because there's so many videos out there that are clearly fake that you kind of want to just disregard it originally.
What? So you have to keep proportions in mind. This is a tree.
I mean, it's hard to tell the scale of the tree, but I will say the one arm of the tree coming up, it looks pretty big. So
it does look big.
I don't know.
You're right. Maybe it's a person.
Maybe
a mannequin.
Maybe it's really just a really messed up actual monkey,
I need to watch it one more time before we move on.
Or some kind of primate that lives in Indonesia. I don't know. I picked good ones. I know that.
No, that's a good one. All right. Well, good. Let's go to one of mine.
Let's go to a next one.
Let's see. Mine are boring compared to the ones you've picked. I think some of them.
I stayed up all night trying to find the best ones I could on TikTok.
All right.
Okay. Enough of it.
Yeah, this is one of mine.
Okay. I don't know.
Did you see it at the end?
No, I didn't. Because I was just going to ask you, did I miss something at the very, very end?
So I first saw this one. Yes, Holly, remember when you see them to send them to us. We want to play ones. And yes, Chris, I will definitely make sure to play some of the ones that you sent in as well. So Chris is saying that there's so much backstory to this one. So I don't know exactly what he means, but I know that I believe we saw, you sent this to me. Yeah, I believe Chris sent this one to me right after our trip back in August when we entered the paranormal world. And it was also very shortly after I had seen my first visual sighting, which was at the Conjuring house in that room, which I'll keep it a secret. But that black mass that I saw. And so in this one, if you look where it circles, when it does the red circle, and it's kind of hard to see on
At the very
screen.
end, right?
Mm-hmm. And
Okay.
it's this black mass kind of like pokes its head out and goes back. And it scared the crap out of me when I first watched it. But there are a lot of things to unpack on this one. So I want to hear. This apartment was filmed for months. There's so many different things that happened. She filmed everything. Yeah. Yeah,
You know,
this is just one.
I was just gonna say that because the vibe I initially got was I was like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, this lady's really scared. Something is going on, like long term haunting, because this lady is. I'm assuming it's a lady.
Yeah, so her name is Sabia L on YouTube. Sabia Sabia, I believe, and then last name, or just that's the name of her channel, EL. Um, and she does move to a different apartment, and the hauntings continue. And there's some that are like, oh, that would be really hard to
All right, let me see
duplicate,
this
and some
again.
that aren't. Oh, you want to see it again?
Yes, please.
Sorry,
It's
I
okay.
got distracted. um,
I'm gonna catch the thing at the end.
yeah. So I will say, you can hear the click, 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 click of somebody physically doing a light switch, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can hear that. At this point, the way her camera angle, and this is just, again, me trying to figure out, like, okay, well, how could this be staged if it
Yeah,
is? She comes in with the camera. There should be enough room behind her for if somebody was right on this side of the
yeah.
frame over there to
Uh-huh.
go out,
Okay. Yeah,
right?
I can see how you're saying that. Yeah. If yeah,
Um, but it would have to be very, very quick
yeah.
because she does pan and look at that wall in a second. There, up, down. So tiny little thing.
What the fuck is that?
So again, when she left, that person could have come back in and then started messing around again.
Okay. I saw it that time.
Scares me every time.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. It's very possible, but I'm going with this is real only because I can tell this lady she's scared. Like
Mm-hmm.
she's not acting. Like she's literally freaked out. It did make me laugh a little bit when she shut the one cabinet in the room. She's had to shut the
Right.
the one
Well,
like
I don't know if you walk in there and be like,
yeah.
I might want to, I might feel like violated, like I need to shut it too, you know?
But
Um,
it is possible, like you said, but that kitchen looks extremely small, so you would have to be oh my god. But
Holly. But Chris, that is the full, not the full one, but that's the full of those segments. There's no cut between there and then when she goes into the kitchen and then comes out, turns around, walks around the couch, and then looks back, and it starts happening again.
yeah, I'm going with I'm going with my gut on this one, saying this is real, just because
Mm-hmm.
she sounds scared, and that was creepy. Like stuff turning on and moving in videos for me, it's like unless it's kind of hard. But when you see that shadow, I don't know. I'm going real.
She goes in through. Okay, so now I get the point you're making. So yeah, within the full video, which again it should be on her YouTube channel. Chris first discovered this video, and then I did some digging and found her YouTube channel and the apartment that she moved to when she moved out of this one, because I mean there's a lot more. Um, so definitely go check her out. I believe, again, I'm gonna just put in chat. I believe this is how you spell it.
But yeah, it's a really cool video. I
That is
mean,
the name. Yeah, that's a good one. But yeah, I get what Chris is saying, is that within that same long video, she goes in and out again, and I guess it happens again, and you can see that there's like no way with the camera angle somebody could have been like just right behind her doing that. I had the gut feeling right away because it creeped me out so bad that this was a real one.
cool. All right. What else we got?
Next one, God, we got a lot to go.
This
We gotta
one,
stop being so
before you play
short.
this one,
Yeah.
this one popped out at me because of the dolls you just got. So this one is for you, Paul.
I'm excited.
Specifically for you.
This is what happens whenever I put her near my daughter's old Cabbage Patch toy. But that's not the weirdest part. There's no batteries. But wait, there's more. This is what happens whenever I put her near my...
What's more?
Explain that. Yeah, I don't know what's more. I didn't even make it past that video
Oh,
because
it ends.
how, I mean, I
I
don't
was
know.
laughing at first, thinking it was like just a joke one.
How
because
does that-
obviously she was a motorized. How is it doing that?
All right, Chris says 100% fake.
Yeah, but how, Chris? With no batteries.
my daughter's old Cabbage Patch toy. But that's not the weirdest part. There's no batteries.
How do you explain
You
that?
can buy a Cabbage Patch doll that the batteries aren't where they're supposed to be and it still works. Is that what Chris is saying? I mean, I guess anything's possible now.
Is he saying like this thing is one of those like stick on? Oh, okay. So this could be possible. It could be a battery pack for, I don't know, like fairy lights or something.
You know what?
And they spray painted it nude colored, and
You know what? He makes a good point because if you play the video one more time, you'd never see the front of the doll, right?
But wait, there's more. This is what happens whenever I put her near my daughter's old Cabbage Patch toy. But that's not the weirdest part. There's no...
I'm more likely to believe the theory that that little battery pack isn't a Cabbage pack. I'd have to research this doll and see what the back looks like.
Okay, so Chris has given us some inside information. It's a haunt prop.
Oh.
See? All right. Well, I'm going with Chris's expertise in this
I
and
am
saying,
too. They're custom made. The battery pack is in the front.
debunked. But I specifically picked it to try to freak you out with your haunted dolls that supposedly maybe haunted dolls you just purchased.
Well, I was freaked out for a moment.
I know.
I was.
So
you
that was the
that's
main
their
goal of
point.
this. But you know what? It was a good
And thank you for
video.
including there. That's 2 dolls that you included.
I went with a theme. I went with a theme.
I see that, and I did too. So let's see if we get there. Oh, beforehand, before we do that, how do I make us big?
You're just big, and
I
I'm
know you're little.
I'm a little guy. All right,
Okay.
what's up?
So before I put the screen back up, I don't know if everybody is aware. I know we have some people in chat with us, some people watching now live, and of course people that will be watching the replay. But Haunted Road Trip does now have its own TikTok page, and it's pretty easy to find. I believe the handle's at the Haunted Road Trip. Yeah, at the Haunted Road Trip. We'll see in a second because you'll see our TikTok handle. I'm gonna play a kind of commercial of sorts from that TikTok channel for the Boys versus Girls event. Again, April 22nd.
Yes.
Next Saturday. Yeah, I'm gonna be getting on a plane a week from today.
What?
because I'm flying out to Michigan and we're doing a whole little road trip.
We are. It's gonna be silly.
TikTok, woo woo, yes. So let me play this real quick. It's a cool video. It's a compilation of a lot of, some people might be familiar with some of the people that show up in this video, but people that had been or have been giving their guesses on who's going to win, the girls' team or the boys' team. Uh-oh. Ollie's going to get mad that I'm on a plane. Okay. Let's play it.
Let's do it.
Let's play it.
Let's do it. And follow Haunted Road Trip on TikTok.
Yes.
Please. Awesome, awesome TikToks.
Oops. No, it's just me. Okay.
Hi, this is Rick McCullum from the Hollywood Ghost Hunt.
Psychic medium Tori Rock here.
What is happening, everybody? Nick Ruff here.
It's Tim Weisberg from Spooky South Coast and Midnight Society on Midnight FM.
This is Shane Pittman from the Holzer Files and 28 Days Haunted.
The Get Haunted crew is having a girls versus boys challenge while they investigate the old hospital on College Hill in West Virginia.
Challenge going down at the old hospital on College Hill.
It's put on by Get Haunted, by the way, which is awesome. Freaking awesome.
The one location I absolutely love, I've investigated, so Shane Pittman has nothing on this because I've been there, I've been through the experience, and I know you girls are gonna hit it out of the park.
And I think I'm putting my money on this challenge on the girls.
All right, guys, what can I say?
We don't just give up, right? We've got that Y chromosome. We ask questions. We ask why. We find answers.
That I'm rooting for Rob because y'all are having a paranormal competition, right? A little paranormal challenge at the old hospital on College Hill.
Girls are gonna kick your ass.
My advice is cheat. Gentlemen, if you have no other way of winning, perhaps it's time to cheat. Now,
I'm rooting for Rob, not because he told me to or anything.
I just want to say congrats because the girls already won. You know, boys, good luck. You've already gotten beaten.
Now you have to win.
Now you are winning. You've already won.
Oops, I'm back.
Where are you, Boston? Oh, there we
I'm
are.
back.
And
I'm big and you're little.
Listen, that's okay because I'm going to be
Now we're
I'm going to be one of the big winners April 22nd, Boston. Okay, even though Holly has her own opinion there, I still know
Are gonna win. Yeah, I
that the
highlighted
boys
that.
are going to pull off the win.
I think it's funny that you think most ghosts are really angry at men.
How could anyone be angry at me? I'm so...
The Conjuring House, from what I've experienced and from what I've heard from a lot of women at that specific house, is that women are not liked in the basement. And I felt that myself. There's a lot of places like that. Isn't that there a thing with women in the basement of White Hill too?
There was, but I don't know. It's...
Hey, T-Val. Welcome.
I think so, but I don't know. I think it all depends. I really do. I mean, I don't know. Let's just put it that way. I don't know.
Let me go to try to find the video that Chris is talking about. Which number is it, Chris? Do you remember? There's a bunch here. Did he say?
He didn't say anything.
My video with the chick on the start. Okay, well, I'm assuming there's only one with the chick on the start. And by chick, I think you mean a female and not a chicken.
It has a girl with red and black hair, to be precise.
Okay. All right. Let's play this.
Probably 1 to 4.
All right.
Guys, I'm going to need you to watch this video for me because I can't explain it. I want to say that this is by far one of the best ghost captured on camera videos I've ever seen. I mean, I really don't know how to explain it, but viewer discretion is advised, so just watch carefully, okay?
Wait, I want to play that one again. That just made me so happy. I knew it was gonna be something like that. It was either gonna be like really, really good or like that. Where is it?
Guys, I'm gonna need you to watch this video for me because I can't explain it. I want to say that this is by far one of the best ghost captured on camera videos I've ever seen. I mean, I really don't know how to explain it, but viewer discretion is advised, so just watch carefully, okay?
It must be. I figured this video out. It must be the same little gnome thing from the first video we watched, and he just was running from those people, and he ran into this house, and this guy
was up in the tree
and knocked
was up in
him
the
out.
tree.
Oh my god!
It was bigger in the tree because
that's
proportions.
perfect.
I don't know. That was really good, Chris.
That's a good one.
All right, let's play. I wonder if there's some of mine I can skip. Yeah, I'll skip. I really like the count now.
The what?
I really like this one. Okay, we're almost done. All right, let's try to talk less in between. It's a TikTok.
Yeah, let's just blow through them. Get these out there.
Yeah. These layouts are confusing, man. There we go.
This video was recorded in December of 2019. A family left their home for a few days, and when they returned, they knew something was wrong. They said that both of their cats tried darting out the front door when they got home. When they went to check their
And yes, don't judge me. It does say cats of TikTok in the search bar.
security cameras, they noticed the one in their room was pointed toward the wall. And what they found on that camera was pretty weird. The video clearly shows one of their cats arching upward in response to something it's perceiving. After this, the shadow of a figure can be seen walking through the hallway, and their other cat appears to be following it. What happens next is perhaps too hard to believe as we see some more strange activity in the room. The camera then pans to the wall, accounting for how they found it when they got home. This video either depicts one of two things. Either there's real paranormal activity going on in this house, or there's somebody in their house doing these things. You decide which one's more frightening. This video was recorded in December of 2019. A family...
What do you think?
I mean, the cats are obviously reacting to something. But I think, like this guy said, like, is it actually a person in there, or is it something paranormal? I can't see anything that says paranormal to me per se. But the cats.
I agree with Tebow. Animals, much like children.
Yeah,
right?
I mean it's very possible. It just, to me, there wasn't a lot of substance paranormally in there. I guess you could say.
There wasn't. You're right.
Yeah.
There was
It's hard for me to make
anyone.
a determination.
Yeah, the shadow could have been someone walking by. The table rocking could have been someone below. What I noted though is that there's a mirror too, so it's like they weren't trying to hide.
Yeah,
necessarily, or maybe they were trying. I don't know. It's the cat sitting up on its own that does it for me. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think I agree with
That's
Chris.
a true story.
I think a real person would be way worse than anything paranormal.
Yeah. I like that. I like that it said that. Like, what's scarier, the idea that this is something paranormal, or that there's someone in their house when they're away?
No, the second one.
Yeah. So T-Bell, there's not a person in there, but you see like a shadow kind of walk down the hallway. All right. So let's go to. This is that's one of mine. This is yours.
Oh, this is a good one.
Yes, the fear of being shot.
Hello?
Yeah. Yeah, I
That
don't
was
know.
creepy.
Yeah, I don't know how you could. I mean, you could fake anything with enough, time and whatever, but you got a dog barking, right? And that sounds like it's in the room with them. I didn't see a dog, but I think it's real. I mean, I don't know. Have you ever experienced that paranormally? Something running up on you that ain't there?
No.
It's weird. It happened to me before. And
The noise?
yeah, it sounds like someone actually walking up to you, or for me, it sounded like somebody was running right up to me and it just stopped. And
I've had the feeling, but
no, I've
not.
heard it.
No, I haven't heard.
It's the
Oh.
weirdest experience ever because
Yeah,
when it happened to me, I looked in the direction that I heard it and heard footsteps coming up to me and didn't see anything and it just stopped. And I just froze like, what is happening? So I could see this guy's reaction. From my experience, it seems legit. And yes, how many times have you guys gone down a basement as a kid and ran up those steps to get out of there because you always feel like something's
To answer that was a really good one. To answer your question, Holly, there's nothing really to see in that particular video. It's more the sounds. And that's the only reason I would say that maybe you could hoax that, because really you just take a creepy video of yourself running and then you just edit over it with the sounds. But those sounds were loud, and the sound of the running up those footsteps, you could hear where it was coming from. So I don't know if it was, I don't know. And then Chris is saying we had the bridge. So the bridge, you mean like feeling like someone was following us the entire time we left? Because I've had those feelings a lot. I don't remember us hearing someone running up behind us, though. Maybe you heard something that I didn't. I don't remember.
It's an uncomfortable and
No,
I would say
out.
Like,
I was afraid to look behind because
it's like it messes with your mind because you audibly, your senses are hearing somebody run up on you, but there's nothing physically there to see, or it's bizarre.
Yeah. So yes, we had stuff like we didn't have anything run up. We had stuff walking up to us, but again, for me, it was more the feeling and the visuals and stuff, and less like clear footsteps of other people. No, I heard it did sound, but we were walking at the same time. Neither of us talked about it until we were out of that park, by the way, because we were both crazy. It's one of those things where it's like, if I don't say it, like if I don't acknowledge it, then I'm safe. It's that, I don't know what that is, but exactly. I have that thing, and I think Chris has it too, where it's like, if I don't acknowledge it until I'm in a place where I feel safe, then it doesn't exist. You know,
a lot of the times too, and like especially when you first get into the paranormal and start having like experiences, you don't, it doesn't register right away. And like,
registered.
Even for me, but like it's not enough to like you say, talk about it. You're just like, that happened, and you just move on. And then like you're like, oh, wait a second, and your brain processes it, and then it's like, okay.
I can't speak for Chris, but for me, it was like I was full on aware it was happening. I was really scared. And I didn't want to speak its existence out into truth, because it was that feeling of like, if I say I hear someone following us, or that it would be true, and if I don't say it, then I can just let it be in my head. But of course, once we got to the main street and felt safe, we both, I believe from my memory, we both kind of said at the same time, like, well, that was creepy. And like that was a not as creepy walking in as it was walking out, because it was very apparent it was following. All right, so it is getting late. Let's try to do a few more. I really wanted to show this one. All right, so I'm going to show this one. This is, so remember I've talked to you guys about the door where I saw my first apparition? And it was a shadow, so I don't know if I call it an apparition, but it was a shadow figure at the Conjuring house. And it walked past a doorway. Well, I have video that somebody else got, and Corey's actually in this video. Corey was the old owner. Him and his family were the old owners of the Conjuring house. This is that very doorway.
What is that?
It's like they're playing peekaboo with us.
I know, if the ghosts want to play, they can play.
That's Corey there staring at the door up front.
Got everyone by the door now. We all want to see this. Okay.
Oh,
That's cool. I like that video. That's awesome.
So there's a few reasons I decided to share this. One, I know Corey. Kyle knows Corey. I don't believe Corey would ever partake in something that was a setup hoax.
No.
Especially at the Conjuring House.
No.
So this is somebody in that video that I'm happy vouching for. I don't want to speak for Kyle, but I'm happy vouching for saying, you know, at the time, I'm assuming Corey probably owned the house still. That was people probably, it looked like young vloggers or, you know, TikTokers doing an investigation. You can see the door open on its own. Looks like Corey then goes to shut the door. Then you see the door open just like a crack. And Corey, everyone freezes, and Corey goes, as soon as Corey goes, like he's gonna go shut the door, it goes and slams shut. And again, this is the door where I saw my first apparition. I'm going to replay it one more time.
Oh my god! No.
I'm actually going to pause it. What? Okay. So so everyone knows, I was out the door in that main living room area, which is the room where you walk into the house. There was a group of people. They all had their backs to this door. I was facing, looking towards the door, and saw the shadow come from this wall, which would have been impossible because there's a merch table right now set up that comes right to here. Walk from this side of the wall across this threshold. And again, I didn't see it. It was straight across, and there's no way, because there's a door and clothing things here, that it could have just disappeared. And it was very tall. It came up to the height of this doorway. So he closes it. Yeah, it doesn't show you, but I'm assuming he closes it.
It's like they're playing peekaboo with us.
I know if the ghosts want to play, they can play.
And then it cracks open.
Got everyone by the door now. We all want to see this. Okay.
Right there. This is like it. So it's now open like maybe 2 inches.
Oh, that.
And then it slams shut.
Yeah. I can tell you that that's not staged, especially with Corey there. Like, it's just not, that isn't even in his being. And again, those doors are like old doors. So that's not something that's going to be easily hoaxed, or the wind is going to blow it shut to latch and whatnot. So
The door closing, the door closing sound effect. I don't know what I did. Sorry, Stacey. Was that good?
what is the other one there that I picked? I
Um,
remember. What's the last thing?
Here.
This man took the night shift because nobody wanted to, but a few nights
I love this guy's accent, by the way. I've seen his movies before.
later, he would find out why. Tim from the TikTok page Tim Saver got a job as a night guard at an undisclosed facility. In one of the corridors was an abandoned unit where most of the paranormal events would occur. One night, Tim left his phone to record the abandoned unit, and what he captured disturbed him. A small attic door begins to shake, as if someone or something is up there. Tim grabs a ladder to investigate. What he found is horrifying. There's something in the attic that Tim is not noticing. Suddenly, an unexpected loud noise startles Tim, but when he looks again, he finally sees it. This man took the night shift because nobody wanted to.
I don't know. Again, it's I don't know the elaborateness of these people's to make these TikTok
Voiceovers?
videos.
Yeah.
I mean, is a guy really going to crawl up in there and have his buddy in there with a hand? And like, I don't know. I think it's more legit. And
I do too.
I think it's legit because the camera, the light is on it all the time, and he's not You know what I
Well, and
mean? It's not like
there's not a lot of places for someone to hide.
no.
You'd again have to be super thin and a very awkward, unless you're like flat on the ground with like something over them and just their hand. That's possible. That's the only possibility there is. I don't know.
Well, yeah, I like that one. That one
No,
made me
that's a good
think.
one.
Oh, that's real.
Was that your last one?
I think that was my last one.
All right, so let me play this one. This one's like 20 seconds. Let me play this one. This one I'm going to fast forward. This is also at the Conjuring House. My last two are the Conjuring House. I really hope that Chris is still watching. I want you guys to both watch this because this is one of the bedrooms of the Conjuring House, and she's looking into her boyfriend, I believe, her husband is laying on the bed. She's on the bed too, and they're in complete darkness, so it's a night vision cam. And she notices something in the closet, and she zooms in on it. But this is also extremely long, and she kind of freezes on it, so I may have fast forwarded it, and I may fast forwarded it at some points. Let me see if I can make this big screen. I wish I could make it bigger. Okay, so that one time I stayed at the Conjuring House, and I caught this on camera while my boyfriend was laying up there by himself. So everybody look right here. That is this area right here. Is basically like this little hallway / closet area. This is the chimney. Behind the chimney is where I abandoned Chris like a horrible friend and ran out of there when I saw something. And then there's the middle bedroom, which is one of the most active bedrooms. But this is like a little dark closet area that you walk through to get there. Has a lot of energy.
The camera freezes at one point.
I'm going to pause it. So where you should be, she's going to zoom in, but where you should be looking at is right there. Did you notice it went from all black to you can see something right there?
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry.
This one gives me the creeps. For a few reasons, but also because of the height.
I notice something in the doorway, and I zoom in.
So I'm keeping this frozen for a second. I see what appears to be a face. It's not necessarily a human-shaped face. I see two eyes, like two white eyes, no pupils, maybe a smile, but you can see the face in this kind of morph as it moves around. Like it's looking through a hole or something. Like literally peeking through the veil. Alright, this is the part where I'm like, okay, why is this TikTok so long? Continues to show it. So I'm picturing her and her boyfriend laying on that bed and her just being like, do you see that? Like, and they can only see it in their, yeah. And then he's like, all right, let's go. Time to go. And now they run down the same stairs that I ran down when I abandoned Chris.
Yeah, that's interesting. Knowing the layout of the building, and I can't debunk it. I can't say it's paranormal, but I have no idea what it is. I have no idea what that could be.
And if anyone wants it, feel free to message me and I can send it to you. But the account Stay Happy X3 that posted that, I don't know if they're the ones who, yeah, it looks like, keep in mind, he was in complete darkness and couldn't see. So, I think that's the original account that posted this. The only thing I could think of is like, if they somehow were able to Photoshop in video mode, maybe that's why it stays paused for so long. and like zoom in on the face. My light, that's creeping me out too. This is a fully charged light and it keeps going out. But you can see the face if you look at it close up, kind of go like this within this hole.
Yeah, it does.
That just
It's
appears out of
very
nowhere.
like I don't want to say fluid, but it morphs. So yeah, I don't understand even what it could be. So it's a good one. That was a good one, Boston.
Thanks. And then this is my last one.
All right.
And this is a real short one.
Same book again. Last night at 12:59.
And I believe that's Corey's Weiss, right?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, and that book was in there forever, and apparently the one book just kept falling. But
you can see other shots of that same book coming out on different nights at different times. But I just wanted to show something to people that, again, this is not anybody on social media. Of course, the Conjuring House fan was the account that posted this. And actually, that's a good TikTok to check out too, because they have a lot of this where it's actual footage of the security cams at the Conjuring House. And there is that one book that Corey, I don't think that book is even in there anymore.
No,
I'm not sure,
I think
but Corey
they
showed me the spot where it fell.
Yeah, they took it out. They took it out or did something with the book.
Yeah. And then, Chris, do you have any? That would be After Effects. You do that. You could do that. Okay, so see, there is an option to. What do you mean you have a guess on who it is? Oh, yeah. Same.
Well, yeah, we had some pretty good GhostToks.
Yes, some really good ones, and there's a bunch more loaded that Chris inputted that I would love to play, except I really need to use the ladies' room.
Yeah, no, it was good.
Coffee, as always.
Yeah, we will definitely revisit GhostToks. They're
GhostTok will come back. We'll make sure to edit and re-upload episode 1 of GhostTok, and we will definitely be having episode 3 in the coming future. And I would like to let everybody know, we'll make some sort of community post as a reminder, but next Wednesday it'll be our first Wednesday in a long time that we won't have a live on Haunted Road Trip, because I will be in the air.
You'll be flying.
Hopefully on the ground, actually, by then. Hopefully on the ground, but exhausted and
yeah,
a lot of work to prepare in just a few days before.
And you'll see us. We just won't see us.
Oh yeah.
Don't worry.
Tuned. Stay tuned.
Don't worry, people.
Make sure that you are subscribed. Hit the thumbs up if you could on this. That would
smash the like button.
That would mean a lot. Yeah, exactly what Chris says. So no live, but follow us throughout the day, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, because we will be documenting our road trip to West Virginia before the big show, and ourselves down there investigating. And
who knows what
what else? Yeah,
what kind of I don't want to say trouble, antics, exploring Haunted Road Trip will encounter.
I have a feeling with the three of us in a car, quite a lot. But yeah, so everyone make sure to put your notifications on, because we'll probably do a lot of just spur of the moment, let's go live. Not necessarily schedule them out in advance. So keep the notifications on if you want to travel with us. That is what Haunted Road Trip is all about. And Horror Road Trip, it's about people actually coming with us on the road to these locations. And we cannot wait for girls versus boys. I always say it the wrong way. Why do I always put boys first?
Because they are going to win.
We'll see. Thank you, Daydreaming. Thank you. So have a great night, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
And we'll see you later next week.
We'll see you when we see you.
At some point. Yeah, we'll see you when we see you. Thank you again.
Thank you, everyone.